Hey, my name is Ralph, and I'm with Flex Film, and I've got a confession to make today in this video. I'm a tent hack. Yeah, I'm a tent hack at heart, but I'm a self-proclaimed tent hack that's the best in the world. And this brings me to a challenge. See, I want to challenge you guys to do what I'm about to do in this video. Is tent a side window on a vehicle, but you can only use these certain tools, which is a hair dryer, a spray bottle, a driver's license, a razor blade. I'm talking one of these bad boys right here, and a paper towel. That's it. You have to work on the car, pull the tent off the car, cut on the car. You can't use the shop accessories. Hacks don't have that. And see how good you can do. See if you can tent a side window better than me. Because right now, I'm the world's best. And if you think you can beat me, hack at it. Okay, let's let this challenge begin. I'm going to kind of talk about how I'm going to go. And that bottle's bad. I'm going to go through and talk about my steps here to see how we're going to hack this. But every hacker has to at least start somewhere. I'm going to put my tools, because I don't have the luxury of my apron. I'm going to have to put them in the seat. Driver's license, paper towels. I'm going to go and put my bottle there. I'm going to go ahead and get my blade ready. Bam. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to roll the film out I know I need. Going to eyeball it. What? Okay, we'll get some more. There's some more water on there. Set the blade down somewhere. How about there? Okay. I'm going to figure out which side I'm going to be working on, get the mirror out of the way. I'm going to take advantage of one of these straight edges, which is here, because I'm going to line it up at the bottom. And by the way, while I'm doing this video, I'm going to call some of you guys out, because I know you're hackers. I'm going to call out people like, let's start with Randy Humphreys. He's a world champion, but I know he's a hacker. I know he can probably do this too. I'd like to see it. I bet Johan Kim would be the best though, because I saw him. He won the flat glass competition this year, and he did it with a side swiper. That's an auto tool on a flat glass. That's a hacker right there, folks. I bet Rick Tallman would be good at this. I know this is probably what Rick. This is my driver's license. I'm going to have to secure the film here. Let's see what we can do. This is fun, man. I hadn't done this in a long time, but I'm going to do it. It can be done. What makes a hacker? I think it's in your head that you're a hacker, because a good tenor can use hack tools and probably do a decent job. We're about to find out. Okay. Oh man, it's still moving a little bit. I can't get that, I can't get that anchor like I want, but that's okay. I'm going to be really careful. Maybe I'm going to try this. Let's wrap a paper towel around the driver's license. Let's see if we can get any leverage that way. Maybe so. Yeah, it's starting to anchor a little bit. Okay. Now, I don't know how I'm going to approach this, but I'm going to probably come over here and maybe kind of crease it a little bit with my card, the driver's license. I think I can get me a good clean line by creasing it, and probably crease it over here to about down to there on this particular vehicle, because I know that I can roll this window down and get that edge exposed to where I can cut it. I'm going to try to shoot for a micro gap with this technique, because I think I have the best shot. But I may have to turn around and shave it. But I've got this blade I'm not good with. We're going to just see what happens as we go along. Folks, there's no rule books. Hackers don't need rules. We just We just hack. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Let's see what I can do with this edge. Got to get that edge just right, but I don't have much to work with, folks. But here we go. We're going to try to see what can happen. That's my driver's license. I got to keep it. Okay. I'm going to try to see what I can do with this razor blade here. Ugh. Just didn't want to cooperate. Look at that, folks. That's Hacker 101 right there.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'll be outdoing myself here. Let's see, where's my driver's license? I'm gonna smooth that down. I think I can really make this kind of come together here. Let's see. What? Man, this is all coming together pretty good. I'm impressed, actually. Trying to smooth that little hack job up there. What if I can bring it around? That'll be awesome. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. Look at that. I can't believe this is actually turning out. I'm going to go down to about there. Look at that, folks. A little baby ruffle right there, but I'll hack that out before you know it. Okay. I'm going to have to cut the sides. I'm afraid to keep cutting this. Well, let me try a little bit more. Okay. I can't use my shot glass. I got to use my resources here. I'm going to have to use this as a pill board. Now the question is this going to scratch the glass? We don't know. But I'm going to find out in a minute, but I'm going to be real careful. I see my little crease that I just made. I'm going to try to carefully cut straight edge on the right side of that crease. Look at that. No, I did not scratch the glass, but I'm going to be really super careful. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this. Bad hacker scratched the glass. He put too much pressure on it. Not a good hacker, though. That's a difference. I did put a little crease in this sucker, so I'm going to have to go left-handed on this to smooth that out. But I'll bet you he could probably hack away and get the thing to look good. By the way, I'm using an American style film. I'm gonna have some really sticky glue to work with. I got a sample in the mail. But if you really want to get brownie points from me, go to the auto parts store and get some of the cheapest stuff you can find. And then if you can do a good job with that, man, you're really a certified hacker. You're gonna get a lot of credit with me. That's probably what I'm going to do next, is pick a more difficult car and get some more difficult film to work with once I see how I can actually go through this exercise. Oh yeah, this is clean glass. You hear that? That's the sound of clean. I did put some tent tack in my solution here. I probably could have used some baby shampoo. That's for babies. We could have downgraded with that. That'd have been a little harder to use. Okay. Well, hey, I had to do something. Make it a little easier. Okay. All right, yeah, I got lint everywhere, man, but we're going to deal with that. Let's see. We're going to have to figure out a way to get the lint off. That's all we got here, folks. Let's see what we can do. Now, if you're the guy that's been trying to break into your house every day, and you got a jacked up driver's license, I don't know what to tell you, man. Just good luck here, okay? When I first started tenting, what I would have done is I would have put the film up here probably, and then I would have taken the driver's license and used it as a straight edge and just kept cutting a gap in there. But we're an advanced hacker. We're not going to use that technique anymore. Okay. We're going to get this thing good and clean, get all lint off of it. This is not normal to me, the way I normally think, but I think I got the momentum going with this driver's license to get this lint off. I'm wiping it every time. The thing's full of lint, by the way. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to be a real hacker, I don't want to catch you with a shop towel. The lint-free shop towels, nuh-uh, can't do it. Gotta have to use a lint towel, man. I use Bounty. If you want to use a cheaper one, we'll give you more quality points. You can blow it off. That might be working. I think some of these hackers I've seen just don't have good eyes. If you see the lint, get it off. Look at that. Bam, we got it. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get us a good little layer of water on there. I don't want to mess up my paper towel. By the way, I've only used 2 squares of paper towels. If you use any more than that, you're not a real hack, man. I'm going to peel this right off the truck. I didn't get a chance to de-dust the truck, so I'm going to have to kind of be careful here how I spray this. That's probably about all I'm going to spray because I'm chicken. I got the door pretty good. Okay. Let's see what's happening here, folks. It's not a half bad. I'm going to have to shave a little bit to make this like I want it. I got a big dip over here. I got to be careful about. Oh yeah, look at that gap, folks. Okay, I want to go for perfection here because I'm the world's best. I could use this gap, but I'm not going to do this gap. This gap's not going to win me the world title. I'm going to have to shave this bad boy. And I've never shaved with a blade like that, but we're about to make it happen here. There's a guy I knew in Douglasville. He's still around. I don't talk to him much. His name's Stanley. He shaves everything with a regular razor blade. Never used an Olfa knife. Phenomenal guy. Phenomenal tenor. Never seen anybody do so good with the tools. I mean, I'm not even scratching this film. This good driver's license. See, I've never had to break into anything. Not recently, anyway. Okay. I may do a hybrid. I may do a little shave. Let's see. And do part of the micro gap. Now, see, we can come back at the end and shave this. I'm going to use this paper towel over the license. To do some final moisture extraction. Yes. That's the problem with the driver's license. You can't get the moisture out like you could. I'm gonna have to bring out my hair dryer, it looks like, just to get this film to start to stick. That'll help me out tremendously, especially if I try to shave anything. Let's go for that. I got the heat extreme. I'm gonna put on the hot setting on high. Look at here, man. Make sure you get on the hot setting. We're gonna try to heat the rim up a little bit. A little bit of a struggle here. As soon as I get this rim, the edge heated up, I'm gonna heat it up from the inside too. I just want to feel a little heat on this glass. I could wet shave this, but I'm not really good with that blade. I'm not comfortable with that blade. And I want to see some more sticking going on here to do that. I'm going to try to turn that off. Let's go on forward with the tint job now and come back and deal with the edge later. I can shave it or do whatever I want, but I'm going to just let it kind of cure for a few minutes while I finish window tinting. And well, let's tackle the bottom here. I got to get some more lint out. I'm probably not going to mess with that paper towel anymore. I'm just going to make sure I get the bottom managed. I gotta give it some assistance here on the squeegeeing part. Look at that. All right. I get to look at myself when I squeegee. I'm just doing all I know to do, man, with the tools I've got. Let's plant that in there. So far, so good with the. Let me squeegee the water out from there. So far, so good here. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. We're on the downhill stretch, folks. Gonna get the, I guess, the best hard tool and soaking up moistures I can do here with the paper towel and the license. I'm gonna look at my edges. If I need any heat on those, I probably do, where I creased it a little bit to see where I needed to do my cuts. Look at that, folks. That is a pretty much done deal besides that edge. Let's see here. Got my little place there. Nothing over there. Let's do a little heating. Go back to hot, high. Yeah, this thing takes a minute.
Tapi dia tak boleh lawan sebab ayam dia ikut kepala dia. Buat kepala sendiri.
Now I'm gonna do a little heat from the inside. Wow. It's working, actually. I'm glad I didn't have the cheap film. Trying to get this edge to stick just a little bit. I'll come in and shave this. We will hack our way through this, folks. Trying to get everything to stick. Okay. Now for the shave. You might want to get a close-up of this. I'm not really sure how I'm going to approach this yet. I think I'm happy. Not sure yet. Let's double check everything. The edge, the final view. I'm going to do a paper towel quick job on the cleaning with these little wet paper towels that I have left over, so I can't really use much. Just a few squirts just to get the fingerprints off, just to make everything clean. There's a little lint on these things, but hey, I'm going to come to the outside. I'm going to do the edge. Now, I have scratches on my glass here. Not too bad on the outside. At least I get rid of the fingerprints. Do a final on the inside. Do a final on the outside. Bam. Look at it, folks. That would fly. That's a hack job right there. See if you can do a better job. I'm sure you can, but this is not my only video. I'm going to be working on some more with some more challenging curves and fingers and stuff like that, and see if I could hack my way through that. But right now, we'll get a close up and we'll look at the edges and stuff. This is not a half bad hack job, folks. I challenge you to see if you can do better. Hey, I'm Ralph. I'm with Flex Film, and I'm over here at the dark side of the sun with Jeremy Doonan. This is his shop. We're going to attend a 1979 Trans Am Classic. It has a back window in it. I want to point out that it is a brand new back window, brand new seals. And it's still going to be a little tricky because it's in a little crooked. I've got some handmade, somebody painted borders around the edges. I've got the defroster elements and all the goodies that I've got to contend with. But again, this is going to be a Trans Am. It's going to be if you've got one with an older window, even bad seals. The methods we're going to use here should guide you through the job, and if you ever see it, you'll get a leg up on how to do it. All right, so I've already cleaned the outside of this window off. I'm going to start tackling it with a wet shrink. Not really that much to shrink on them, believe it or not. They're almost flat. You're going to be able to help me too, right? Well, we'll find out in a minute because it is an aftermarket glass, so I could be wrong as soon as I put the film on it. We'll find out though. I've already kind of pre-cut my film over here. I'm just going to snatch it off and Put it on the back of this glass. Of course, you know, I have to put in the plug. We are using Panaflex 35 on this beautiful car. Oh, thanks, man. It's always nice to have an extra hand. Now I cut it 24 inches. Approximately. Did I get it? Did I guess right?
Yes, you did.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
You're good to go.
Yes, sir. I like it, man. It's looking good. Since I have a nice border around it, I'm gonna just work on trimming it out, pre-trimming it, using my, I guess, my one-click method. But I gotta first anchor the film down. This is probably not my final trim, but it is gonna be my first one that I start with. It definitely is curved. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it doesn't look any more curved than the original glass that's designed for it.
It reminds me kind of a 90 net body style, but fifth generation Camaro back glass. Lays pretty flat, but still has that
Has its tricks.
little trick at the top.
Yeah. Well, I should have changed my blade out, but I think I got a good enough one. We're just doing a pre-cut. And I've got this border around here, so I'm not worried about getting little, you know, funny cuts doing it this method. I'm just gonna start the process. I usually don't like to go all the way when I do a cut like this because I want to start working with the curves that, you know, I can actually pick it up and kind of go with it instead of getting a false cut in it. Then you wind up having a really big gap. So I just kind of do a little at a time to work the film around. See, that's causing something that might cause me to have a different cut. So I want things to lay down flat and smooth as I'm cutting them. Let me start on this bottom and work my way across here. See, I put the blade down and just kind of go one click or half a click. So only go to about where it starts bunching up, tear away. Take your time. Which is what I'm doing. Hate to waste a big piece of film like this if you make a bad cut. Might even maybe make a relief cut right here to keep some of the pressure out of the film, just to help me get a smoother cut. Probably could have cut this a lot quicker, but you know, try not to make a mistake. No sense in getting in a hurry. You're not paying me for this, are you? Hey, Jeremy, you're not paying me for this, are you?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
So I'm just gonna do it right.
No, I would if you asked.
I'm just messing with you, man. Okay.
Why would I have to pay for us to play?
No, I know.
That don't make sense.
I know. I get the privilege to come over here and titting this, man,
This is the fun
making a
part.
video. Okay. I'm just playing right now, just trying to experiment with the curve of this glass. It is, you know, a little curvy, but it's very easy to get this to lay down if you just kind of play with it, which I'm demonstrating here. Trying to line fingers up and stuff. Not sure if I want to shrink them at this position or not, but right now I'm just worrying about the trim. After I trim it, I'm actually going to put it on the inside with the liner still on, and maybe do some final trims because of a surface area discrepancy. You know, the surface area on the outside is always larger than on the inside. That's why it may appear to be perfectly cut, but it may be larger on the inside once you put it there. It's because of the thickness of the glass and the surface area. You know how there's a difference in surface area from the outside to the inside. That's why I want to bring it to the inside and do a final cut. So that's why I'm not too critical about if I make a little mistake on this phase. with a little jagged cut or something. I've got borders that have been hand painted on here apparently by somebody, which I can hide, you know, to use to hide some of my cuts. And I'm going to probably recut it on the inside. But for now, I've just got to start somewhere to get the ball rolling. And so far, I'm happy with everything at this point. One day I'm going to make a mistake live, and I'm going to say, I'm not happy with that. I'm going to have to trash a lot of film. And believe me, that happens a lot. See, now that's where I'm going to take my time. I'm going to move around some of these edges. Which I'm doing so far, so good. There's a big old defroster element that I'm probably going to have to, you know, deal with on the inside. So even if I mess up a cut here a little bit, I'm still not going to be in trouble. Moving on down the line. I made relief cuts on the other side, but I don't. Probably will make one here just to lighten it up a little bit for me. And how's that side window coming along?
Very, very good. These things weigh like cake.
Okay. It's shaping up really nice. You know, I don't mind fingers. You know, if they came up at the top, I could really get to them from the inside and heat them a little bit and get them out. It's just, I don't want any fingers at the bottom. I want to be able to lay this film and it lay down smooth because I don't have to go back to the bottom and start messing with these fingers. I want them to stick the first time the right way. This is the newest production of our Panaflex. The adhesive on it is 200% more aggressive. And what does that mean? Well, if I install this film, let it dry, and I measured the force that it was going to take me to pull it off, it takes twice as much to pull it off now as it used to. And that right there, I think will even help make the film even a little more user-friendly than it has already been. Definitely, you know, if you've got lots of shrinking, like on a window like this, you can use the glue to get the film to lay down on the inside with the right slip solution mixture. We are going to use the tent tack, of course. What else is there now? All right, we're just kind of moving on along. Let's get the one out here in the middle. I'll tackle the belly of it first. I'll play around with it a little bit. Just kind of disappears. After you tackle the belly, you can really figure out what you need to shrink and not waste your time. Okay. Let's see what these last ones are about. I'll change my hands a little bit. Work on re-trimming this film here in a minute and re-shrinking and repositioning, and we're going to get this right. And I'm going to transfer it to the inside and do some some final cuts. Okay. Trying to decide now what I want to do next. I definitely don't like what I see. It's real choppy along the bottom. It's really smooth at the top. I've got this really nice big border to work with. And I might start doing some trimming with it just to make things easier for me. You know, I'm going to leave it alone. I think I'm just going to leave this alone. I'm going to work on my shrinking and then I'm gonna do any final cuts on the inside. So what does that mean? That means I'm gonna pick the film up carefully. I have to get a knife or a hard card to sort of pry it up a little bit. It's laying on there pretty well because it's going around this curve. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply pick it up. I'm going to respray it on the underneath. And I'm going to do the other side. There's a purpose here going on, folks. I'm going to re-shrink the bottom edge, and I'm going to shrink it tight where it's down really smooth and clean by picking this film up. I'll show you what I mean. Now I'm going to slide it up just a quarter of an inch or so. That's about it. Okay. I'm going to re-squeegee it out. I'm focusing on this bottom edge. I'm not worried about the top. You see, I've picked it up, squeegeeing it back down. Now I can see how I can see this edge now really clean, and I can really go after it with a heat gun here in a second. I can get it laying down really super smooth, which is going to benefit me on the inside because I'm going to rely on my adhesive to let it stick and just not even have to even contend with messing with that, which will help me get less trash and get the job done. Okay, now I'm going to go back and just simply heat the bottom of this with the well built. I'm probably going to do this again at the top. I'm going to let it heat up really good. See, I'm really seeing some progress now.